No, see how wide it is? It's got the wide angle on it. So we're good. If we're out here.
Let me see if your head's in. Yeah, you're right there.
Right, so come out here. So what I want to concentrate on when we do this is probably two things. Working on any questions you come up with about teaching certain things specifically.
Okay.
Even physically and or in the realm of verbally, things that you think are challenging to teach these guys, that we would do that. And then the other half would be nuances of anything from the classes or anything that you feel you've missed. The focus of this thing isn't going to be a workout. It's going to be instructive. It's for me to help you refine things that you feel you need to refine, for me to show you stuff to do in your training, and then you repeat it when you train these guys so that you're getting practice teaching it, because the teaching loop is, right, if you break it down and teach it, you memorize it better, and then you can do it better. Okay. That's the beauty of teaching. It's just an advanced level of being a student to where you have to repeat the material and learn different ways to say the material, but when you're doing this for someone else, you're making it better in you.
Yeah.
You've noticed, right?
Discovered that, yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the beauty of teaching, and that's why I think it's important, if you're a real martial artist, to always have at least one student, always. Even if that student's changed, which they will, as you know, right? Even if you never start a little school when you're retired or whatever, to always have at least one or two private students. Yeah. At least one. Two's even better, because then as you get older and you learn this, I told Justin this lesson, you start learning that sitting there and holding pads for guys all the time, or getting hit by guys all the time, especially beginners who have no control,
right,
wears your body out. That's why in a sales technique, right, you're going to sell a private lesson, sell it to at least two people. Right off the bat, it cuts the cost in half. Okay? Make the hourly rate the same, but the two guys sharing it, now they only pay half. Okay? So that's good, right? I allow up to 4 people to take a private lesson. The hourly rate does not change.
Right.
That's why I've been trying to tell you guys for years, if you get together and 4 of you guys takes a private class with me, you're only paying $15 a piece.
Yeah.
Per hour.
Yeah.
So in that way it's a little higher.
Right.
Instead of $6.25 an hour, which is how much a group class is right now, based on $100 a month. Private lesson at $60, which is, I'm going to have to raise that. That's way too low, but for now it's still $60, and nobody hardly ever takes advantage except Gary. But at $60, 4 guys at $60 an hour, that's only $15 an hour. So if you guys took a 2-hour private lesson, you're only paying $30 a piece, and it's only 4 guys. And then you tell me what we're going to do in the class, and that's what I teach you guys.
Okay.
And then I film it, and everybody gets a copy, and nobody's taking advantage of that. Yeah. And that is a really primo, because that's how you can get the whole class catered to what you guys want.
Okay.
And you're paying a little more than a regular class. It could even be 1 hour. Because if you say for 1 hour, all I want you to do is do all the breathing exercises with us, or for 1 hour, we want to do nothing but takedowns.
Okay.
Or but you guys never take advantage.
Yeah. I'm guilty.
Yeah, everybody is, except for one, Gary.
Yeah.
He's the only one that does it sometimes, so take private lessons. Okay, so it's good stuff for you to know, because you can apply this to yourself down the road. You don't have to go through a bunch of shit for a lot of years to learn it, because here it is. I'm just telling you.
Right.
You'll figure, you don't have to figure it out. You'll have it up front. Split the cost of the private lessons. You can get a lot more people, because when I used to be aggressive about it, like I will be when I get retired, I'll do a lot more privates.
Yeah.
I'll probably still only do 2 to 4 group classes a week. I'll probably have 2 in the day and 2 at night. But I'll get more privates.
Right.
Because I'll sell them like a husband, wife.
Sure.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, right? 2 buddies. And then the price gets slashed down the middle, so there's that. Then there's also the advantage for banging on each other. Let them beat the fuck out of each other. You're the coach.
Right.
Yeah, let them, because we pay those dudes.
Right.
We don't need any more hard impact. Not too much more, right? Let those guys do that to each other, because they're the ones with the shitty control. Because for one thing, by them banging on each other like that and going, they'll start focusing more on listening to you and learning how to control their blows after getting hit like that all the time. See, whereas when they're the sloppy ass one clocking you really hard, right? And you're the guy that's got the control. So you're not giving them much incentive to learn control. Because when you hit them, you can do it light touch, but they can't. But if they're banging on each other all the time, after a while they're like, oh, this is getting old.
Let's go a little easier.
We better start learning how to just miss, right? And then have to just touch, right? So then they start wanting to see. It's all the psych I've learned over 3,000 something students. You in making notes. You know, I write this shit down, right? So there's all that. So this right alone right here is good info. So those are the two things that we'll do in these little sessions.
Okay.
So that being the case, maybe we got another 45 minutes or something like that. What do you want to do? What do you want to focus on today?
I like the just some what basic takedown, fast takedown. What do I need to do to be a better at taking people down, and and also I like working from that initial clash, and then you go instead of instead of struggling with this like this, and trying to find some fancy way out, you just strike from the clinch. So that's
a lot of stuff. So which one are we won't have time for all that today.
Yeah.
So which do you want to do today?
Probably takedowns.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. Now keep in mind, before the next time, you'll have plenty of time to be on vacation, you might want to get a little notebook or something and start thinking about things too, not only in this realm, which is fine, but in the realm of how to teach certain things. Anything that comes to mind while you're on vacation, you're sitting there going, oh yeah, I have trouble when I do this. Or how can I add to what I'm doing for this? Now, I hope, are you using that nice little printed out cheat sheet I gave you on that progression for teaching falling and rolling? That I gave you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I got that.
Good.
I have that.
That's important because that's a nice breakdown. Okay, use that.
I got it, yeah.
Be sure and
by
use
my
it.
computer.
Because one of the things, and this is part of your job, even once you're an instructor, part of your job still being my guy will be to be able to get beginners off to the side, like you need to do more with Bill now, and get them far more proficient with their falling and rolling. So, because everybody now, we've spent a lot of time. And we spent a lot of time when you weren't even in classes, back when you were still on nights.
Yeah.
All right? These guys know how to do it. So I don't focus on that a lot anymore. They know how. Plus we got mats. I'll still do it sometime in class. It's good to review basics, but, I'm not going to put the time in class for that when the rest of the class is more advanced. That's your job.
Okay.
To pull those guys to the side and I'm telling any new guys, because I'm about to start putting out a campaign to get a couple more guys.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, Derek's out.
Yeah.
He didn't even make it through a full fucking month.
Yeah.
He's never called me. He's never done nothing. He's a flake. I love him. The guy's a great guy, but he's got problems. And you know what? This is an exclusive club. It's not a public gym. And people have to follow the rules. And there aren't that many, but one of them is you got to make a minimum number of classes,
You want to check your phone?
No, what I want to check is this thing. I think we're good. All right. No, I don't care about the stupid phone. It's just doing that because I'm not answering it. It repeats the beeps, like yours probably does that too. Okay. All right. So which one you're wanting to work on the takedown part, right?
Yeah, just I know, and I was going to do this with Linda.
That reminds me. Bill took off work to be able to do that Sunday morning 2-hour takedown thing.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that the date he got off jives with your schedule. I keep forgetting to check that.
Oh, okay.
Don't let me forget.
All right.
Because if not, then we got to move it again.
Okay. I was just thinking we could move it to the 3rd if he was going to be off.
Well, that's the thing. He's already got a date set for late in August. I got to see if you're off. Okay. If not, then we have to adjust. But anyway, don't let me forget that. So specifically, what are you looking for?
So, yeah. So I'm like, I guess from the clash, somebody's attacking me, or I have to go take somebody down. So I guess that's why I wanted to combine maybe the two. If somebody's giving me the old haymaker or whatever, or straight, I have a boxer that I'm dealing with on the street, and I intercept, and then I can transition from the from the clinch, you know, into a couple push strikes or something, and then take down.
Any specific takedown you're trying to get to, or
There's some fast that works, a JKD takedown or whatever. I don't know.
okay?
You know,
I think I have an idea. Let me grab my thing. Really
something high percentage. You know, I mean, maybe with a Systema flare, but something, you know, something high percentage that, you know.
In other words, sounds like you want this for work.
Yeah, work or personal protection for me.
All right. So, okay, let's play with how it works off on the interception. So you're thinking that generally, you mentioned a straight shot coming in or just a loopy punch, right?
Yeah, if it could be, you know, if I have a boxer that wants to do, you know,
He wants to bounce and
he
shot.
wants to bounce and then do a quick jab cross at me, which is probably what a good boxer is going to do. They're going to do a jab and cross, or a mediocre boxer. The barroom guy is going to throw the big haymaker,
Right.
or a straight shot to my nose. Because guys that know how to fight know that you hit the nose first. I know I've had my nose broken.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take it off the boxing angle first.
Okay.
First, we're just going to work the entry part.
That's fine.
Okay. So you're the boxing guy.
Yeah.
I'm you. So you're
Right.
boxing.
So,
Right?
yeah.
But
So,
you go a little faster.
okay.
Let's just do that.
Okay.
So come in again. To keep it simple, right? And now I'm waiting for you, right? So we're doing that to show.
Yeah, you were waiting. Yeah.
So now, if it's more like, now let's play the game like what we train to do in combat JKD, which is when you're the net holder and you're looking at every little move and you see it about to come.
Okay.
That's when you should be going, ideally, right?
Right.
Unless the guy's really faking you out and he's acting like he's cooperating and he's being very relaxed and then he explodes, then you have to start like we just did.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. See. Okay.
So see, that's important.
That's good news.
Good
Or-
strategy.
Good strategy. Yeah, because I never really thought about that.
And remember this too, non-threatening hands. And if he's all amped up, this is perfect. It's like, whoa, now box on me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just right here. It's so easy. It's so easy to deflect that, right? Especially if you're doing open finger, soft, disarming gestures. Whoa, come on, buddy. Let's not this, but it's got to be, come on, man, like.
Okay.
But your hands are in motion.
Yeah.
It creates a little bit of distraction, and they're like an idling engine. They're in motion, right? So it's real easy to here. You do it a minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But keep them from this, like, whoa, even a little more open, so it doesn't look like you're posturing so much. Just say, hey, buddy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, right. So then. Now I'm going to go to your chest just in case. Okay.
Yeah.
I still feel it. Don't slap it.
Little tension.
Don't slap it. Intercept it. Ah, that's better. Yeah, see?
Okay.
Okay, do that again. Ready? From relaxed, go up to your ward off. Talk to me.
Hey man, just chill out.
Yeah, I'll chill you out.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go.
Hey, we're out of frame.
It's very wide.
Okay.
It's not like yours, it's very wide, which is why I did that. So there's that. That's man. Just play with that.
Okay.
Now, have Tony put gloves on, put your mouthpiece in,
Yeah.
put your headgear on.
Okay.
Got headgear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your headgear on, because this is how only way you ever get confident, totally,
Okay.
is when the guy tries to kill you and you find out you can still do it.
Okay.
Because I know you, that's what you're going to have to do.
Right.
Do it this way, build up, and then say, okay, now I want to try this, Tony. You try to clock me fast. Wear the gear in case he gets in, and get this where you own this.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's not hard to do.
Okay.
But what's hard to do is how many times you think you can get away with that if that's all you're going to do. You might pick off 4 punches, then something's going to happen. He's going to loop under or something's going to happen. So this doesn't last forever.
Right.
But this is the transition through the basic boxing attack the thin's going to go to the grappling. Okay, so this is just stage one, right? Okay, so.
But we don't necessarily want to go to the ground. But
Well, you just said you wanted takedown.
yeah, I want to take you down.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, roger.
But I got to do it to you to show it to you.
Roger that.
Okay, so that's stage one. Okay, so you feed me the 2 boxy punches. Now I'm you, and I'm doing the work. Hey, buddy, come on. Let's take it easy, right? I'm here. Okay.
Right.
Don't freeze though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
Sorry.
So that's all right. So hey, buddy, let's not do this. Come on. Now I'm here. However I get in, and this is very likely, right?
Yeah.
So here's a good one right here. 2 hands. See what I'm doing? Look. I take that out. Now, in case you're a big, strong mud.
Yeah.
Tight. Now, do you feel what I'm doing here?
Yeah, you're on my carotid.
I'm on the carotid. I'm on the brachial artery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's nasty, right? Squeezing it in, pulling you in tight. Now I'm just going to turn from below, and I'm taking you down this way. Now you see the position I'm in?
Oh my.
Yeah, I still got. I'm not giving this up, and I'm trapping this arm. I'm already putting pressure here.
Yeah.
And now I'm keeping pressure here, right?
Yeah.
And I'm keeping pressure here. Good. Now my job is to roll you over, right?
Right.
I'm gonna roll you over if I can. I'm gonna say, give me the fucking arm. Pop! If I have to, that's right. Then the cuffs come off.
Right.
Okay. Make sense? See, that's another whole way.
Yeah, I like that.
That's another whole style. Okay, you try it. Now you notice too, I didn't slam you. This is a controlled takedown.
Right.
Beautifully court defensible for a cop.
Yes.
But you're really, it's very paralyzing, as you could tell.
Yeah, I couldn't do.
You can pull that off on a pretty big guy. You got to keep the slack out. You got to keep this structure broken.
Okay.
You got to have pressure on the brachial plexus and the carotid. And it's ideal when it comes in off of the second arm, because I got that arm locked up.
Let me go like super slow because I couldn't tell if you were under my shoulder.
So I'm here.
So I'm here.
Pick off. Push that on.
Even if I put, so even if my here. So even if this got stuck here because I pulled it back.
Push
it up.
Pop it out. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to turn so the camera sees this. So I'm varying this in here. Already I'm starting to lower my center below yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to the 2-hand, like a jiu-jitsu, judo type clinch up here. I got everything nice and tight.
Yeah, that's good.
So when I pull, and the camera will show you this later. When I pull here, now I take the slack out. See when you see that extra pull, I'm pulling my elbows toward each other.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. And then you just.
And then all I got to do,
turn.
I drop and just turn.
Turn that foot out.
I can do it now with good squat mechanics, because we squat a lot.
You can just drop.
I can use the squat. I can keep the tension on. I can pin that leg. I can go through. See, now I can cross grab here. Keep it all tight. If I have to, I can punch. I can soften you up, right?
Yeah. Get flatter.
And ideally, if I start pushing this way, I start getting you in the good position to tie you up and lock you up, and then try to get the cuffs out, right? Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna get my long shirt.
That's a really good one. Push that up.
That kind of approach for a controlled takedown is just super excellent for law enforcement application.
It's a great one, yeah.
That's old jiu-jitsu stuff, but it's a modern version. And it's a lot of the ways I learned to do it in BJJ a long time ago.
Okay.
And I said, this is perfect cop stuff.
Yeah. Great. They don't teach that.
No. That's a great control. As long as you got good awareness about your lower body, so that as soon as you're in there and you've got it on tight, and I'll coach you through this doing it, but you want to always have that feel. Start getting your center of gravity below his.
Yeah.
Your dantian below his dantian, right? Because you're starting when you do this and you collapse him, and you're starting to pull him into your center, and you know that when you get yours below his, from grappling principles, Tai Chi principles, whatever, when yours is lower, your center's lower than his, you're starting to pull him into your center.
Okay.
Which helps you to twist and to do the controlled movement to be able to put him down without having to slam him. And you're maintaining control. You're holding. So I'm not letting go to throwing.
No.
It's a takedown.
It was
it's
very
not a
controlled.
throw. Yeah, it's a takedown. It's not a throw.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you're going to try it now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
So from
so
here.
here's the one. Yeah, I'm giving you.
Here.
Here's the jab coming out. Right, here's the cross coming out. I'm saying that, yeah. If I'm trying to block it, if I had this in here like you did,
Yeah.
right? Push, shove it out of your way. Now get now.
So now I have to get back behind here, right?
Yeah. Take all the slack here. You use your head. See, the more I can start moving my head, I can start moving everything. That's why. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Get this in here. Get the bone right on my brachial plexus, and
Right
do the crisscross with the hands. Ah, fuck, nice. Yeah, tight. Tighten it up. Now squeeze your elbows toward each other. Oh yeah, feel that? Yeah. Now you do it. Take me down and control the takedown.
See, I'm starting,
All right.
I'm starting to pass out.
Oh. No, I could tell that if you kept that there, I'd go sleepy time.
Okay.
It's a half choke, half naked choke.
Right. Now when I get to this point though.
Yeah. Now if I turned already, I'm helping you really.
Right.
So, all right. Now don't go back. Put your clinch back on. You didn't want to give that up.
No.
So if you still have
Here.
that on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still got all that going there. So now, that's it. See, you can push my head, and you can be yelling at me to flatten out, to pancake
Right.
down. And if I don't, what are you going to do? Punch me.
Yeah.
Punch me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I'm here. Now, yeah, keep your weight on me, and then grab an arm and pull it back to get the
Yeah.
tucking ready. Pull my arm back. That's going to be hard. Pull the one that's easy.
Right.
Yeah. Get your tuck on.
Right.
Quick. Then you can say, give me the other arm, motherfucker, and if I don't,
Get
crack
over.
me. Crack me. Oh, okay, then now you got it. Now you own it.
Okay.
Because you got the other knee, too. If I started getting up somehow, jack me with the
Right.
knee. A push strike with the knee.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. We can just go over that slow.
I think, I don't worry about it. That's why I put this on. So, that's good control tactics, right? That's very good control stuff. Because if you can't, I mean, especially you got your
Vest.
you got your vest on, you got all that shit and stuff. I mean, you know that if you just do a throw, two things are bad about that for you. One's going to be you've let him go again.
Yeah.
Because the only way that throw's really effective is if you throw him in such a way that he really gets hurt or knocked out. Otherwise, you got to start all over again.
Yeah.
See, that's why you're better off with good controlled takedowns. Immobilizing controlled takedowns is better for you on the street,
Yeah.
right? Because if you do a throw, you're detaching from the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried all the ones that don't work for me. I've tried this one, this old
Push the head under.
this old
Yeah.
This
Well,
one.
here, my natural instinct is, without even thinking about anything, go ahead and do it. Tighten up and just grab the arm. It's gone already.
right, and I got knocked down on
Well,
my
that's what I'm
butt.
saying. Yeah, those things to me are like the way most locks are. A lock will work on the end. Like if you got that guy down, you
Yeah.
restrain him and you take him down, and you already have a control under him, then it's
Then do
good to
a
put a
lock.
lock on,
Okay.
right? But trying to grab a lock off a punch, you get lucky once in a while, but it's too hard.
But as far as teaching, now going back to teaching, if it's good to teach these, should I go through as I'm a teacher? Should I go through
they need to
how
know
we
the locks.
learn?
Because for one thing
This
is, if you don't put it on them, how do they learn how to escape from them?
Okay.
Right.
So when I'm teaching them, try to teach.
Just like my thing about doing stick work,
Uh-huh.
and the more effective good combat stick work it is, the better it is, because if a guy can defend against that empty hand and disarm the guy, he's working at a higher level. But he's got to know how to do the stick work at a higher level to have a good training partner, right? Same thing with knife work. If you're working on defending a knife,
Yeah.
the more high level the guy is with the knife, that makes it harder for you, and you can still disarm him.
Better.
That's why, even though I'm not trying to teach people how to be offensive knife guys, and I'm
Right.
not trying that much even teach. I want them to have decent offensive skills with a blunt weapon, because that's more likely to be around if something happens, right?
Right.
But I'm even more concerned about their ability to defend.
But don't add in the old no pattern teaching.
I wouldn't.
Don't.
I wouldn't.
Don't
Oh,
do it.
no more so than having the guy repeat an angle. to work against the angle.
Just
you know,
the Pikiti
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I would just think of it as, look, usually a guy's throwing his right hand or his left hand. He either leads with his right hand or he leads with his left
Right.
hand. He either comes from outside, like you just said, like a street guy,
Yeah.
or he comes up the middle because he's a boxer or
Right.
something, right? And he's either going here or he's going here, and that's all there is. So it doesn't have to be that complicated,
Okay.
and you keep it very simple, right? So yeah, stripping this down to, like I was saying in class a few months ago, tactical application is not totally synonymous with developing attributes and body mechanics.
Right. I was
Right.
gonna say attributes. Yeah.
They're not the same thing. You know, like picking off a knife coming this way with this and moving is good. Yeah, you want that. That's good body mechanics. But that's not your actual applicational defense. What that is the knife comes out real quick and it's like, holy shit, that's a good
Right.
start. But from there, now you got to get in here. You got to control the arm. You got to control the guy.
Okay.
You don't keep breaking and flowing in a real fight, right?
Right.
But still having some of this is good because it's just teaching you how to move and get out of the way.
Right.
But a lot of guys think that those drills are for actual tactical application. They're just pieces of tactical application.
Okay. Yeah.
But the ultimate goal is you've got to stop the knife arm to end this fucking thing,
yeah.
right? So that's why I always like to make a distinction so guys understand the difference in what we're doing here. One's enhancing the other, but the other is still the tactical application to end the fight.
Okay.
Just like what we did there is a lot different than doing really pretty pooter propellers
Yeah.
and some of the other fancy schmancy stuff.
Right.
But for me, that entry to a two-hand blocking clinch, breaking the guy's structure at the head by moving his head with my head.
So okay.
So it can be a push or it can be a pull. That just means this. If we're already in here, right?
Okay.
And if I'm here, I can be pushing your head into this.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that adds a lot to it, right?
Your head.
Right? Or I can be pulling you and using my head to push down.
Oh.
I can do it however I want.
Okay.
It's going to be however we end up.
Okay.
But you think of push-pull stuff because that, remember.
that time you were kind of above me before you.
So it doesn't. Yeah. See, because if long I get on that artery and I squeeze in, and then when I bring my elbows together, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
it doesn't
a
matter.
vice.
Yeah. It's wherever you end up. So you could end up under here.
Of course. You can do the same thing, see?
Yeah, here.
Because I like this a lot because this arm is kind of taken out of the equation.
Right.
Especially if you got your head in there and I can't do much, you know,
Right.
I can't get a good
So
shot.
I'm pushing on this one where I'm under your under your armpit. You pushing?
Yeah, see what feels better to you. And then watch the reaction of my body. Ah, nice, yeah.
That one's me drawing in. But then I guess I could push.
It doesn't even
And then
matter.
and then you had this one where you were above my shoulder.
Still the same thing. You just have to use a little more. You have to rotate here to get more bone on that,
Right.
in the carotid and brachial plexus.
But I have
It's
to
really more the brachial plexus in this angle.
And this is
The mound.
brachial right here.
Yeah, the
right?
brachial's right in the neck mound. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Nice. See, that takes out the slack. That's really hard too. to
You
move.
did real good though, going down and keeping connection. I guess that's just falling on.
Here, stand up. You
Your-
can even do it in the air. It's this way, even without even touching. You can. So, basically, you're in this position.
Yeah.
Right? Your head's here, and you got this, and you've done this already, starting to pull him into you rather than
Right.
him being real strong up here. You've pulled him into your center a little, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just this. Okay. So now you've got the guy pulled into you, right? So now all it is this. See, good posture, like Sistema posture, right?
I don't know if you're in the camera.
Good posture, like Sistema, because when I pull you in, I'm not doing this.
No.
I'm here, and I'm moving from my hips, keeping that pressure on. See, and by keeping my body upright, I have control. See, and by being able to be strong legs, doing a lot of good squats, right? Now you can keep this leg against him, and you can go slow, and then you set him down, and your feet here, you're pushing him down. You might have this one up. Keep
Okay.
the contact, lever him with this. If his leg starts moving, you can put pressure on it. You can put your weight on. I did that to you the first time. I put weight
Yeah.
on it to pin your leg.
Yeah. That's
All those
good.
basic systemic principles of pinning
Okay.
are perfect. and
Yeah,
it's
the
simple.
one where we're like this.
But you do
okay.
it this
But
way, and you do it with your knees, and you do it with your feet. And
Okay. Okay.
see, the guys did a lot more of that than you did in the earlier days when we were doing this, when you weren't around a lot.
Okay.
We did a lot of that, pushing.
I love that simple takedown. That's plenty.
Yeah,
That's plenty.
yeah, that's good because that's the relationship you're going to be in. There's going to be the clash.
Well, that's even good for the guy that's not a cop.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because why? Because for one thing, you're ending it.
Yeah.
You're not sitting there trading punches and shit, which
No.
gets more dangerous for both guys.
Yeah.
You're ending it by going to the clinch and doing the takedown, controlling the guy, and not busting his ass all up.
Yeah.
Takes the legalities out of it, right?
I
And
like
it's-
it.
Makes you feel better about it. It's like, yeah, I
Sure.
controlled him. I didn't bust this fucking guy up. I can sleep tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't hurt him any more than I had to. And if you had to jack him a couple times on the ground to get him, it's still not busting
That,
him
or
up.
you can once you can add in, like if I'm doing this super slow here, and you get into that. Now you can also pop me with your
well,
knee.
of course.
Your knee.
Yeah, of course. That's always there.
Okay.
Just not even necessary most of the only reason that would be necessary would be what? If you're a real wiggle waggle, or you're some skinny little wired chick on some kind of fucking drug,
Right.
and you start wiggle waggling, really start wiggle waggling. Because a lot of guys will push back against you, which helps you because they're stabilizing the whole scenario.
Okay.
But you've had to have arrested them little chicks that are real wiggle waggly,
Oh.
and they're real slippery like a little snake, and they're hard on
100-pound PCP.
That's what I'm talking
I couldn't
about,
get a
see?
hold of her.
That's where the knee
Yeah.
work can come in, and it can be knee pushes. Doesn't even have to be strikes.
Okay.
Because remember now, here, let's just do this in there. So we're in here,
Right.
right? Okay. And now you start doing leg wiggle waggles on me. You're trying to get up. You're real slippery right there.
Yeah.
Just put. See,
Oh,
see right
shit.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just pushing with the knee. It
You
wasn't
just
even
pushed.
really a strike. It was
No.
a push strike. I keep telling everybody that
Yeah.
the push strikes, these push strikes are very tactical.
Oh, I didn't even.
They're
I-
tactical.
yeah.
They're not just a training tool.
Yeah, I didn't even.
It's just a way to move somebody with the push
Yeah.
strike.
Oh.
It's that
Yeah.
way you're not actually hitting him.
Right.
When you write your report, you're not going, well, at first I punched him. No, I pushed him in the jaw. I didn't punch him
Pushed
in the
him,
jaw.
yeah.
Even if you had a closed fist, you pushed him.
Right.
See? Same thing, push knees. Push
Yeah.
knees.
We were
push
we
knees.
were messing with that, Tony and I.
Yeah.
Like I call it prying, but
Yeah,
it's the
we've-
same pushing.
We've used those in classes even before Systema, pushing with the knee. So, yeah, I mean, this is a lot right here to work
Yeah,
on. This is a
that's-
ton of stuff right
yeah.
here to use. So,
Plenty.
but stages, right? I
Okay.
want you, here's what you need. You guys need to do a lot of this.
Okay.
So that you fire, you play boxer. You play boxer, right?
Right.
I'm up here. Just do this a lot.
Right.
Now, but act like a boxer.
Yeah.
Keep moving and keep sticking, right?
Right.
Because I'm just going to work this part. See, then I'm going to work on how I can enter.
Okay.
See? Because it won't be the same all the time.
No.
But can I still get to the same position for that clinch takedown?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah.
It'll just be slightly
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
right? Okay. See, I can just go right here.
You get. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where the lock comes in.
Yeah, because I tried to pull my arm back.
Right. See, that's what now.
This
I'm
is
sticking
screwed,
with-
yeah.
And then I got this.
Oh.
There's the brake, right?
Right.
Now, same thing. I'm controlling you, taking you down here. Oh. See, this really makes it easy to turn you over.
Right.
Because now I can go here.
Right.
See? Now I got you. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so just work that.
Work this because I want you to get super efficient. Hey, let me throw my you a minute. Of picking these off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for your chest so I can feel free to go fast.
Yeah.
Got
All
your
right.
finger to the eye.
I didn't mean to do
I
that.
know, I know, but
I
be
was
careful.
I was swiping.
Just be careful. That's my really bad eye too. You got me in the cheek here, all right? Because remember, your goal is to do what?
I'm trying to get you.
Yeah. Now, I'm purposely going to retract this time. And all I want you to do is work off the retraction like I did to you.
Okay.
Okay? Because remember how I caught you on the retraction?
Yeah, I
Because
don't
that's what's
know.
going
I
to
don't really
just
know
feel
what you
it.
did.
Just feel it. We're not going to go fast, but we're going to keep moving. So I retract. So don't stay out there. Your goal is to follow that in.
Yeah.
And you get it. Yeah, see, beautiful. Now don't speed up on me just because you got it. Still keep it fluid. Okay. There you go. Beautiful. That's it.
Now I'm in a screwed position.
Figure how why. You got both my arms.
Yeah, but
Think ballistic. Ballistic means what? Sistema. Ballistic means how do you lock me temporarily without even having to grab anything? You got two great temporary holds here without doing much of anything.
No, I got you.
So squeeze this one.
Right.
Yeah, there's one ballistic lock, temporary lock. What about the other ones? Squeeze your right hand toward my left shoulder. Don't grab your hands.
Oh.
Just squeeze down on this arm.
Right.
That's all. Right, and yeah, see if to pull, push, right? Now this one, yeah! Now you figure it out. See what I'm getting at? Sistema loves this shit. Because your hands are always free to hit. Okay. Right? That's why they love, see a lot of guys would grab this. Well now I just tied up both my hands.
Right.
I don't have to grab it. All I need to do is hold this here for a second. I don't need much time.
No.
I just got to
It's
hold it for a
screwed. I'm
second to
screwed.
go somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So, once again, let's just work on that part.
Okay.
The rest of it's the easy part. There's more steps to it, but that stuff's easier. The clinch, the hold, the movement, the takedown. Because once you get there, that stuff's pretty easy.
Okay.
It's this part. It's the transitioning and being able to flow with what happens, with what the guy does off the punches. That's the part that I think you're having more trouble with.
Yeah.
Right. So let's do it again. We're going to flow. Okay. We're not going fast. Man, see, and you experiment with how you're going to get in there. See? Because you instinctively, all you did is basically this. You wiggled the one arm up and it slid my arm right out of your way. That's the stuff to work on. That's the harder part.
Okay.
Because it's scarier because the punches are in your face, right? Once you get in there and got a hold of them, it's like, oh, now, then you feel strong again because you can feel that you're in the control position.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you work this with Tony, work this with Gary too.
Okay.
Get the gloves out.
Okay.
Get the mouthpieces out. Put the headgear on. Don't be trying to knock each other out, but I want you to feel safe enough and comfortable enough to go with speed and some decent power.
Right.
Okay. But do it this way first. Warm up into it, just like the progressions you go in other drills where it's this, then you add this,
right.
and then it builds up, and by then you're relaxed into it.
Okay.
All right? And then get the gloves on, then have the guy feeding these fast, and you do the same thing. You enter fast off the punches, and the guy's really trying to tag you.
Okay.
By this last stage of the drill.
By the
last stage of the drill after you've done it like we just did it.
Okay.
Then you're going fast. You know, you're going fast to the chest for safety. Then you get off of that and you go right to, now you go full speed, full power.
Okay.
And a lot of what you'll find out, I'll just tell you right now, a lot of what you'll find out is, as you get confident with this and you're able to pick these off and come in on the guy, what'll get really nice is, the harder and faster he throws it, the more dramatically that very tiny moves will break this structure for you. Because you know as well as I'll simulate this, but if I do the jab and you react to it, and I throw a cross or I throw the straight right, in simulated motion, if I was cranking this thing and I really crank it, and you come over the top and just let it slide in and deflect it, just this way. Let it slide, right? You know damn well that if you don't impede its movement too much, you just keep it off your face a little, and all that momentum here, look where I end up.
Yeah.
See, right here. Right, take a picture. Because that's what'll happen. I've done it so many times.
Okay.
And that's where you'll see a lot of times there's an advantage to the guy really giving it all to you. He's giving you so much energy, it's like a telegram was sent. You've got this huge thing to work with the momentum of. See, that's why you don't want to block it.
Right.
So what you haven't done is a whole lot of these kind of drills. You haven't done enough of this kind of stuff. The old modified Wing Chun slipping stuff.
Okay.
Give me the punch here, right? See the slide.
Oh, okay.
Those sliding motions. See, it's slowing it down, but it's not doing this. Throw it again. It's not doing that. which is a passive block, because it's not that that's horrible, but I stop your momentum. I don't want to stop your momentum. I want to slow it down, but I don't want to stop it.
Well, when I'm doing it slow, I see the planes of attack, and I do it real easy.
That's why you see, what you guys got to do what we used to do.
Yeah.
We would sit there, and we would go till we could puke.
Right.
Just the guys throwing a jab, and all you're doing is slipping over the outside of a jab.
Yeah.
Not even that.
Right.
Here, feed me one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do. See the difference? Not this. I'm just doing this. See, I'm offline a little. See where that's going? Then you know the more you step into it, the harder you throw, this is where you're going to go.
Right.
So then you're coming right into me, right? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, just think of it this way, in slow motion, right? I'll do it off the right. I'm even going to guide you. This thing's coming. Just this. Let me move on. That's what's going to happen. See, do you see the subtle difference? If you bang down on it a little bit, which is what you're tending to do, it's not horrible.
Yeah, mine was more of a tie.
Yeah, it's not right. It's more of a block. So this is more subtle, okay? So this is, let it come in, just slightly, see, it's just enough. See where my fist is going? Because you've taken it offline, right? Get this out of the way too. Let it come in, because then I come right into it with all that momentum, and here we are. And now you're here.
Okay.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's what you got to work on. But to get it, now, give me the right really slow. But keep pushing. So you got to feel that. Now give me the other hand. Just offline a little bit, see? And give it to me slow so you can see where it goes, right? So that's how you have to start. You can't jump in there and start doing it fast until you own it.
Okay.
Own it first.
That's good. That's good advice.
Yeah, barely move. You want to get that barely move. Then you say, okay, Tony, throw it a little faster. You barely move, and when he cranks one, you'll go like this, and people see that on YouTube, they go, that's fake. Because they don't understand the physics and the geometry of it, right? He'll crank one, and you'll go like this. His arm, with all that heavy momentum of body weight, he's going to fall right into you, and then whoop, he's right there, and he's on the ground.
Okay.
But it's just like the baseball bat. It's counterintuitive. You don't want to walk into it. Or you're thinking that, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to walk into it, but it's exactly what you should do. But you just want to walk into it before the swing's completed. Same thing with the punch. Let it come. Just take it slightly offline. Don't block it. Just take it offline, so that most of the momentum continues rather than stops. Because then he's basically throwing his whole body into you. Mm-hmm. Very, very Chinese mentality stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I think of that, but then when we start doing that,
because you guys don't do the reps
between me and you.
You gotta do the reps till you puke.
Okay.
It's like I told Bill. I said,
good advice.
Do the tight V stroke. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, 500 times minimum.
Right.
That was Bruce's secret. I've seen Chuck Cadell, that cocksucker, stole them. I had them in my old notebook. I had a copy of Bruce Lee's handwritten notes of his training routines, just for working a jab, an 8-hour training routine to develop nothing but a jab.
Oh wow.
That's the kind of shit you have to do. If you want to own this shit, you got to do it slow first. Because if you can't do it relaxed and see everything and go, so when you pop it up, right, go ahead, throw one up. That's all I need. I don't want to do this. Give me this one. I don't want to do this. It's not horrible. If I'm doing it for a purpose, it's okay. But if I really want to set up that takedown, see, now you're coming in and now you do this one. Doesn't matter. That's the idea. All right, vodka. It's really not vodka, but I like to say it is. Because it will be later tonight. Good. Still going. Yeah. What time is it?
That's a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it looks like we got an hour in.
That's funny.
I'll get this for you.
Yeah. No, that was some great information.
Oh.
I appreciate it.
Because you're the kind of guy that I think likes, and really considering what you do for a living, having a main go-to thing to take the guy down.
Yeah.
Out of all the stuff I've done, that right there, for the kind of purpose you need it for, has been my favorite for a long time.
Yeah, it's
For many years.
that's perfect. And then that I could build something around just that. I could just, you know, in every different angle. I mean, you know.
Well, you can start adding in the other part that we'll work on next time, which is the off of those interceptions, doing setup, and they can be humane strikes. You know, just think of, you know, it could be like this. So when this thing, when you know this yeah, let's do it. Here, let me just think. Let's do it.
Or I gotta do it off the regular.
Yeah, let's just do that. But you know, as I'm letting it come in, and then you know, all in one.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff, right? You know, or the throw it again, and you know, I come out here and in this, you know, that's all Sistema work.
Okay.
Right? The grazing and right in, all that stuff. Then you can just add those in with the drill.
Right.
And then you could have the guy throw a loopy, and here, and then right to here, and then right to here.
Yeah.
You know, 3 for 1, and then build off of those.
Yeah, that's
you know,
great.
An intercept into a strike here, and then go to the next logical place, which might be there, and play with 2s and 3s like that, and you'll build it up. And that's all you. But you got to do it over
and over.
And don't go. Let's memorize this like a technique or like a two-bud.
Right.
Make it be, you know, a little unpredictable every time you do it.
Okay.
You know, where you don't know for sure what he's going to do exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, working off of this and working off of this is going to cover most of what's going to happen. You know that.
Yeah.
Because what do guys on the street do? They either throw them up the middle, very few. They probably mostly do this, right? They swing at you, right? Or they might grab. I guess some of them grab.
A lot of, they want to wrestle you. Or I know one thing in specific. I go, what do people do primarily in the BJJ community? And he goes, they'll do this bear hug.
Yeah.
They'll come in like
right
this,
at the waist.
Or they'll come in here like this.
Yeah.
Or they'll come in here like this.
Yep.
And I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah.
How do you get out of that crap?
Oh, there's a million ways out of it.
You know.
But the average schmuck doesn't know it.
That's right. Because we were sparring a little bit, and Tony was getting me in there, and like I'm off my feet.
Yeah.
Now when we were working on a couple things to do that when he's from behind where I insert my leg. So that's what we're training. I go, what do most of those guys want to do? And they want to get in that bear hug.
Sure. I mean, if you just go watch some BJJ fights. You'll see this a lot. The guy will put the guard up really high.
Yeah.
Because that baits you to have to come around it, to try to swing around it, or to crash in, right?
Right.
And you'll see this a lot. And you just see the guy, they'll go like this, and they'll kind of titter.
Right.
And you might even see him throw a kick.
Right.
And then they wait for the guy to come in. Because we used to train, so you just see how he just opened it up?
Right.
Then they'll come in this way a lot. Go right here.
Oh! Yeah.
Right there. I got that down. I can throw people fast with that too. Because where that's going is, it's going right in the back. Yeah. And what I'm actually doing is I'm pushing, as I pull here, I'm pushing here with my chest. See?
Right.
And that's the takedown. I just charge forward, whether I have your leg or not, I can still take it.
Yeah.
We drilled that till we were puking almost in the old BJJ.
How the hell do I get? Yeah. How do I get out of that? So
get that down, and then we'll work on how to get out of it.
Right.
It's not as hard as you think.
Okay.
Half of it's the element of surprise.
Yeah. That's very sneaky.
It
that
is.
Whole thing.
Then the other half of it is just not having a tactic for getting out of it.
Because I see that as a go-to move probably for a lot of people, even that don't know that much.
But I'll tell you what, for you, especially wearing all that shit,
yeah,
the one I showed you, I think, is way better because you've got a lot of stuff in your way.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder with the vest on and stuff. Plus, what happened? The problem with the BJJ one at the waist, it's highly effective. But you've got all the stuff on, your gun's exposed, his hands are still free when you do it.
Yeah, I don't like it for me doing offense. I want to know, because Tony was getting
You just want to know what they do.
I want to know how to defend against it.
You remind me next time and we'll work on defending against that.
Okay.
Put that in your notes.
No, I love this going up high because it breaks the I don't know,
structure.
The structure.
Remember,
right
number
here.
one pivot point. Where the head
Yeah.
goes, the body has to follow.
Right.
Right, because it's at the highest end.
Right.
And then you're taking that offline right away.
Right.
And then you're adding pain compliance.
Pain.
And
Compression.
you're also, when you have it in deep, if you hold that guy for a while, he's gonna start going night night.
Yeah.
I choked you out one time. It might have been the first time you ever got choked out. We were on. I still remember. We were in Geese. We were on Clayton Road, and I was on top of you, and I had a lapel grab on your gi, and I just had my thumb in there like this, and I had it in tight, and I just held it, and I was just letting you struggle around, and you went night night. One-handed naked. That was a lapel choke. One-handed side, because you can do it on one side. But you had it on me so tight. The one time you took me down, I already started feeling it, like I wanted to go real fast, because you cut off the blood.
Right.
And that's what's great about it. If you're not injuring the guy, you're just taking away his strength.
Right.
It's like cutting off Samson's hair.
Yeah.
Something like that. All right, I'm gonna shut this off.
All right.